Oh no.
Hello, good evening, everybody. It is Saturday, the 16th of October, and we're midway through October, which is fabulous. So tonight's weekly team online training, our weekly basic training, is going to be a bit of a background information and a bit of training on the RE9 range. And Lucy Pry is going to do a bit of a training, then I'm going to do a bit of training as well. And I've got my whole gold bag here ready to go through a few bits and pieces about what I do in terms of the RE9. But before I go into that, I'm going to hand the training over to our gorgeous, already mum of one little boy, about to have her second. Did you find out the sex?
No, Wednesday.
Okay, going to find out the sex on Wednesday. I think it's a boy, so we'll see. Lucy Pry, who's going to talk tonight about the RE9. So welcome, Lucy.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Lucy Pryor and I'm an independent consultant with Arbonne International. Tonight I'm going to do some training on the RE9 range. RE9 Advanced Skincare is our flagship product. The RE stands for Revolution. It's a revolution in anti-aging skincare. RE9 Advanced was designed to address and resolve the 9 major needs of aging skin, with synergy between 9 advanced science elements along with key botanicals, many of which are patented to Arbonne. The 9 elements are algae, which supports collagen through moisturization to help diminish the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Vitamin C is an antioxidant that supports collagen synthesis that helps restore skin's youthful glow. Biohydrocomplex is a combination of ingredients that have been put together to have a synergistic response on the skin. Phytosphere technology. Phytospheres are minute plant chemicals that help to combat the stresses of the skin from diet, sun pollution and tiredness. It helps support circulation and immunity within the skin. It helps to drive large molecules of the ingredients deeper into the skin at cell level. Stimutech supports moisture balance and elasticity of the skin. Alpha lipoic acid promotes the appearance of skin radiance. Copper softens, lightens and brightens. Alpha and beta hydroxy acids reveal the next layer of skin and reduces the signs of aging and improves texture of the skin. All these are supported by simple sugars called peptides. These enhance the skin's smoothness, diminishes the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. These have been clinically tested with amazing results, with 57% reporting improvements in the skin's firmness within 24 hours and 96% reporting refinements in the skin's texture and smoothness and improvements in the skin's moisturization after 4 weeks. And 100% said they would recommend it to family and friends. The 3 key signs of skin aging are fine lines and wrinkles, decreased firmness and decreased moisture. The RE9 Advanced Full Range used together is perfectly formulated to target all these areas. Some of the key ingredients are sea buckthorn oil. These little orange berries are packed full of nutrients to feed the skin. Antioxidant vitamins A, C and E, nourishing omegas 3, 6, 7 and 9 oils are perfect for anti-aging to help retain moisture, to repair itself and leave the skin seriously glowing. Pineapple contains the world's most effective enzyme, bromelain. Bromelain has a unique quality of being able to reduce inflammation on the skin and breaks down proteins that cause buildups. Pineapple also contains antioxidants and skin smoothing properties that act as a natural exfoliator, leaving your skin feeling smooth and fresh. Algae extracts enhance the activity of vitamin C, which is essential to support and diminish fine lines and wrinkles. The RE9 is a 5-step skincare regime. The collection includes Smoothing Facial Cleanser, which offers gentle but highly effective cleaning that smooths and hydrates the skin to create a clean canvas ready for the next step. Regenerating Toner, an antioxidant-rich pH balance mist with vitamins A, C and E to regenerate skin tone and firmness to deliver younger-looking skin. Intensive Renewal Serum, stabilized vitamin C, boosts and maintains moisture by supporting collagen, resulting in improvements in the appearance of fine lines as well as providing a moisture barrier protection to restore a natural youthful glow. Corrective eye cream reduces the appearance of the key signs of aging seen on the fragile skin around the eye, including puffiness, fine lines, wrinkles, and dark circles. It is important to use a specially formulated eye cream around the eye because the skin is so much thinner, normal face cream is too heavy. Restorative Day Cream, a multi-purpose formula, provides critical moisture to the skin to hydrate, smooth and firm while helping reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It has an SPF of 20 and is also available in extra moisture. Night Repair Cream. At night is when your skin does all the hard work repairing itself. The night cream is an ultra-hydrating formula that replenishes moisture, revitalizes tone and improves firmness and enhances the clarity of the complexion. By using the RE9 Advanced Anti-Aging Skincare twice a day with consistency will give positive results showing your skin you're on the right path towards younger looking, younger feeling skin. Yeah. I can't hear you.
Sorry, I forgot I was muted. That was absolutely brilliant. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, to start with, I thought, well, it's just another face cream, but it's so much more than that. There's just, the technology behind it is just mind-blowing, and I'm really glad I got the chance to do it.
Yeah, it really is. So Lucy's kind of explained it in great detail there, which was fantastic. So what I'm going to do is just explain how I would do an overview of it to somebody either at a one-to-one or at an event. So I'm just going to pretend it's Lucy. So pretend me and Lucy have had a conversation about chit-chat and whatnot, either at a party or at a one-to-one. So then I'd say, right, Lucy, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you, this is our glorious flagship range. So it's in a really great Arbonne bag, which if anybody doesn't know where to buy these bags from, they're from the boutique. So I just keep reusing them, just make sure that they're nice and clean. So I say, Lucy, I'm going to give you this glorious flagship anti-aging range. Obviously, I've already checked with Lucy that this is the right range for her, because you don't want to give somebody the RE9 range if they've got sensitive skin, if they're under 25, if they've got oily skin or dry skin. You know, this is I'm giving this to Lucy because we've had a chat and this is the right range for her. So what I'm going to say is, right, in this bag, Lucy, you've got your whole skincare routine in here. I'm going to go through that first and then I'll go through what else is in the bag. So in here, you've got, and I'm also going to put stickers on these that put them in order. So this will have a sticker number 1 on it. So this is cleanser, Lucy. Let me just move my screen down. I don't know if you can see. Oh, I might have to hold it up. Can you see it there? No. Okay, so this is cleanser. So, Lucy, you're going to use this morning and night just to cleanse your face with water. So, warm water, you need a tiny, tiny little pump. If you're using this morning and night, it would last you 9 months, okay? So, I'm going to give you this to try for 2 to 3 days. And you need a tiny little pump, and then you want to rinse your face with warm water and use a little bit of this cleanser. And just like Lucy already said, this is fantastic. The technology in the anti-aging range is absolutely remarkable, but please don't just take my opinion that this anti-aging range is above and beyond, because actually what Arbonne have done and what they do with all of the products is they send the products off to New York to be blind tested. They pay for these products to be taken out of the container and tested in New York, where they don't know what they're testing, and legally they are bound to publish the results. So a lot of companies won't do this. They won't send their products off to New York to be blind tested because they are legally bound to publish the results. They won't do it because they know they're not going to come out very good. But Arbonne do. Now that is a massive, massive testament to Arbonne. And not only do they do this for every product, they publish every product's results in the catalogue and on the website. So it's not just my opinion that this anti-aging range is the best in the world. It has been proven to be number 1 in skin firmness, in tightening, in anti-aging. So it's a great thing. So we start off with the cleanser. So that's number 1. And wash your face. The second product you'll use, which has got a number 2 on it, is your toner. So you spray the toner on, and don't worry, it's an alcohol-free toner. So like we've already discussed, like Lucy said, these products are exceptional. So an alcohol-free toner. And when you spray this on, Lucy, what it will do is it will act as a humectant, which basically means that our skin has roughly 7 layers. So there's roughly 7 layers of skin, and the top layer is dead skin. So when we shed that, it's household dust anyway. So 7 layers of skin. Now, when you use normal products from shops, they tend to just work with the top layer, which is a bit pointless because you're just working with dead skin that's going to be your household dust tomorrow. So what the toner does is it allows the products that you put on afterwards to be drawn in deeper into the skin. So the product is drawn into like the 7th layer, the dermis layer, right at the base. So the toner is really important. Some people think, oh, I miss toner out. Actually, if you miss toner out, then you're not allowing the product to be drawn into where it needs to be drawn in. So the toner is a really, really, really great product and a really great part of the steps. And Ruth just said on the chat, the toner is good for setting makeup. It absolutely is as well. So with cleansers number 1, toners number 2. And then we're going to go for, in this bag, Genius pads. Now these are optional. Some people don't have to put Genius pads in or not, but I tend to. And I tend to just put about 3 pads in there for somebody, because obviously it is a really expensive product, so I don't put the whole lot in it in case they take them out or keep them or damage them. People sometimes don't realize quite how good these products are, so I just put 3 pads in there. So I say, now you're only going to use these at night time, so it's got a sticker on it that says nighttime. So this isn't day use, this is nighttime. 1 pad at nighttime after your toner. And what you're going to do is you're going to get that pad and you're going to rub it across your face in circular motions, and you're going to scrub. And what it does is it acts as a microdermabrasion, which is a little bit like a bit like a skin I can't think of the word, like a cosmetic skin peel. So a lot of people, before they get married or before they have a big event, will go to a dermatologist, or they'll go to a cosmetic surgery and have like a microdermabrasion on the skin. You're looking at paying about £800. Now these do the same job, but much more safer. So without all the without all the chemicals, and they're just so much more gentle on the skin. It just exfoliates, removes all the dead skin, and it helps nourish your skin ready for it to regrow. So Genius pads are great. Now you'd normally get 60 pads in there, but Lucy, there's just 3, so 1 per night. Okay, nighttime, not daytime. Then what I personally would do, so you've gone 1, 2, 3, is I would use the toner again. Okay, so you don't have to, but I would. So after I've used the Genius pads, I'd spray my toner on again so that I can draw in the next product that I'm going to use, which is serum. So the serum would be your next product, morning and night time. Now this is basically like breakfast, lunch and dinner for your skin. So imagine how much we eat and drink from the moment we wake up to the moment we go to sleep. Well, our skin is our largest organ, and we need to feed it, and we needn't feed it the bad stuff, we need to feed it the good stuff. So what the serum does, when you apply it to the morning on your skin, it feeds and nourishes the skin with all the vitamins and all the minerals, and Lucy's touched upon that beautifully as well, some of the things that are contained in this range. So the serum is like your magic product. So again, like the toner, some people miss out serum, they think, oh, what's the point? But actually it's feeding and hydrating your skin. So this is what your skin needs, so that when it grows through it the best that it can be. So I once tried to go without serum to save a bit of money. My gosh, did I notice the difference. So serum, really, really important. So a tiny bit of that in the morning, and then the same at night time. And then you've got moisturizers. So you've got an eye moisturizer, which just goes around the eye area. Now, one thing that I will say about the eye cream is you want to use your weakest finger to apply this. So the best way to check your weakest finger is to put your hands together. So I get everybody to do this either at parties or at a one-to-one. And then I say, right, what I want you to do is to put your middle fingers together. So like that. And then I want you to separate each of your fingers, and I want you to tell me which is your weakest one. And it's usually always the ring finger. Usually people can't even separate it. They're like, I can separate all these, but I can't do that one. So that's finding the weakest finger. Now you will find some strange person, it'll be something else. So it's just working out which is the weakest finger. So what you do is you put a little bit of your eye cream onto your weakest finger. There we go. And you want to dab them together. And then what you want to do is you want to go around the orbital bone, going in an upwards direction. So go upwards, and you don't need to go any closer to the eye, because as you blink, it will draw the product in where it needs to go. So some people put eye cream in like really close to the eye, but what happens when you do that is there's nowhere for it to go. If all of the layers of skin around our face are 7 layers, then we only have 3 around the eyes. So it's so thin. If you put too much cream there and you put it too close, what will happen, because it's got nowhere to go, is it will pile up and you'll get like a bulge under your eyes. So sometimes you see older ladies with like bulges under their eyes, and that's usually a build-up and collection of cream. And the only way to get rid of that is for the GP to drain it out, which is obviously vile. So whatever you do, make sure that anything that you put near your eyes, it's a specific eye product, because it's designed for thinner skin, and that's why it's in a smaller container. So that's the eye cream. And then you want to use the moisturizer around your face. Now, it doesn't matter if you use your moisturizer around your face first and then your eye cream, or your eye cream and then your moisturizer, because they're going on different areas, so it doesn't matter. So this is the day cream moisturizer. So as you can see, it's small, it's bigger than the eye cream, because the eye cream one's thinner for around the eye area. So your moisturizer around the face will go everywhere else but the eye area. And we actually have 2 versions of this. One is normal moisturizer and one is extra moisturizer. Now for me, I use the normal throughout the summer and spring. And then when it comes to winter and autumn, I use the extra moisture, just because my skin just needs a little bit extra moisture. And for some people, they need the extra moisture because their skin's really dry, or because they're working air conditioning or anything like that. But you can let them decide what's better for them. So that's the moisturizer. And then we have a separate night cream. So you're probably wondering, why is there a separate day cream and a separate night cream? Well, the answer is this. The day cream is designed for daytime use. So most people wear makeup in the day, so you can wear makeup on top of the day cream. It's got an SPF in it, because again, most people are out and about in the day, so you need to be protected from the sun. Even living in England when it's not really that warm, still need protection. And it's just designed as like a bit of a coverage, really, to protect the skin. Whereas the night cream, like Lucy said, our skin does most of its repairing and rehydrating at night time. We actually lose about 70 to 80% of water at night time. So the night cream is designed to combat that. So it repairs, it hydrates, it nourishes. It's got no SPF in it, because you're not going to be out and about at night time. It's very thick, so that's why it's in a little pot like this. And you wouldn't wear makeup on top of it. And one thing I will say, Lucy, is when I give you this bag, there's a spatula that goes with this. We want you to use your spatula with these pots, because the ingredients are so active. If you put your finger in the pot, it will start activating the product straight away. And you don't want that. You want it to activate when it's on your skin. You don't want it to start going off in the pot, because the products are all food graded. You could essentially eat this product if you want. It's a food graded product. All of our products are, but obviously I wouldn't encourage that. But it's a bit like if you've got an apple and the apple is just left in the fruit bowl, it's going to stay nice for a little while. But if you take one bite, it's going to start activating. And then if you put it back in the fruit bowl with a bite taken out, it's just going to start activating. And that's what happens with our creams in the pots. So you always use a spatula to take out what you want, because honestly, the moment you put your finger in that pot, it activates. Think about an apple, a bite taken out of the apple, put it on the side, see what happens to that apple in the morning. It started activating already, and it's not at its freshest. So you want to make sure that you use your spatula. So a little trick for all of the consultants is I decant 3 nights worth into there. So if they do put their finger in it, they're only contaminating what they're going to use. And then I use alcohol wipes to sterilize it when I get it back. And then I decant 3 nights worth again for the next person to use it. So the moisturizers, just to go through that again, there's 3 moisturizers. You've got your day moisturizer for the face, your night moisturizer for the face at night time, and your eye cream. So they're the moisturizers. Okay, so just a couple of extra products. These, I wouldn't give these to somebody that was trialing the gold bag, but because we're training on it, I thought we'd touch on it. We've also got in this range that Lucy's trade on a body lotion. So the body is a different thickness to skin to the face. So we've got a separate body lotion. You've got a body wash in there. You've also got a lifting gel. Now this lifting gel is incredible. It's not permanent. It lasts about 8 hours. And what you do is a clear gel is once you've done all of your skincare regime, but before you put your makeup on, you put the lifting gel on. You leave it for about 3 minutes and you'll feel your face tighten. Now, one of the things that the RE9 has in it, one of the ingredients is kudzu, which is a vine that is found in the Amazon. that wraps itself around the trees, and it, like, I suppose it strangles the trees, which is not great for the Amazon, but it's fabulous for Arbonne, because we then go and source it, chop it down, and then we use that vine to put into the RE9 products. And what it does, it wraps itself around our collagen and it tightens everything. So that's great for us because it makes everything really, really tight. So this product is like Botox in a bottle, basically. If I'm at an event, I let someone try that on half of their face, and then let them wait 3 minutes, and they look in the mirror and it's literally like that. They're like, oh my God. And I'm like, I know. So this is a really, really great product. People really like this. So that is my gold bag, but I wouldn't put those extra ones in that I've said. I just put the cleanser, the cleanser's in, toner, serum, Genius pads, the day moisturizer, the night moisturizer, and the eye cream in there. Bit packed at the minute, but there is a couple of extra products as well from the RE9 range. We've got neck cream. So the neck cream, a really great tip for the neck cream is to scoop a bit out with the spatula, put it on the back of the hand, rub your hands together, and then you want to go up like that, and it's a really, really great fit for your neck. So if you're teaching anybody else to use the neck cream, that's a really great tip for you and your clients across the décolleté. And then another great product is the firming cream. So the RE9 firming cream is really great for anybody that's got any stretch marks, any loose skin, anywhere. For me, it was anywhere that was sagging, anywhere like that. The RE9 firming cream is fabulous for that. So that's a bit of my gold bag and more. Obviously, I wouldn't give somebody all of those products because they'd be totally overwhelmed. But for the purpose of our training, I've gone through more. I'd give them just the skincare routine. But in the bag, hang on, let me get the bag again. I keep a couple of other things. So in Lucy's bag, she's got the skincare routine, but she's also got a folder in here. And inside the folder is a little bit of information about Arbonne. And I can post the link where you can find this information to print out and put into your own folder. It's got a bit of information about the RE9, a bit about the business, some features and benefits. All of this is on the source, but I can post the link that's got everything. And it just lets people just have a little look through at their leisure. So that's in there. So that's called a curiosity pack. I also put in a couple of Eye on Arbonne stories laminated, and I always put in about 2 or 3 Eye on Arbonne specific to the person that I'm giving this to. So if I was giving this to Lucy, it would be a woman, it would be somebody that's got children, somebody that has maybe had a career but is now taking a break to be a full-time mum. So somebody that would relate to Lucy. If it was a man, I'd give them a male Eye on Arbonne. If it was a woman that didn't have children, I'd give them an Eye on Arbonne of a woman that didn't have children. Something that would relate to them, and you just can print them off the source. And now I've got my own Eye on Arbonne, I'll be using my own one as well, just so they can get to know me a little bit more. And I put in an information book. Now the new catalogues have got prices in, so you can choose to use the new ones or use one of your old ones, because the old ones haven't got the prices in. So these are great as information books because they've got no prices in, and you can put that in and not worry about any price changes, not worry about anything at all, because all it is just information about the products. So that's what I would do. I'll just put in this information book, and then if you wanted to, then you could give them one with prices in or priceless, you know, whatever you want to do. So that's all in there. And I'd give that to Lucy, and I would book into my calendar 2 or 3 days time where we're going to do a follow-up. So I basically say, okay, Lucy, so I'm going to give you this for an at-home trial for 2 to 3 days. So there's enough product in there for 2 to 3 days for you. So it's Sunday today. So are you free Tuesday or Wednesday, either in the day or in the evening, and we'll catch up, have a coffee and see how you got on with everything. And then Lucy would say, whichever day. I'd say, great, Wednesday morning, then we'll go for a coffee. We'll meet up. It's in the diary. Now, my products are in demand a lot, so they are constantly on, you know, out with different people. So please do let me know as soon as possible if there's anything wrong with that date, because I will need to work out getting them back from you at some point. So make that really clear, because you don't want to leave your gold bags out for too long, because you want to keep them going out. And William says that if somebody purchases the RE9 products from you, you automatically make £30 without even override. So that's just pure commission. So the more of the gold bags you can have going out, the better for your paycheck. Imagine if you were earning £30 every 2 days just from these constantly going out, people using them, people loving the products, absolutely adoring what you're giving them for them to try on their skin. You know, that's a really great way to bring in extra money, especially with Christmas coming up as well. So I've obviously said quite a lot there about the RE9, but I would spread that over a party. So if I was doing a party, we'd be trying the products, and I'd be saying everything I've just said in the past 20 minutes over like 1 hour. And if it was a one-to-one, I wouldn't have gone through all of that in as much detail, but I'd have skimmed over it. So that's a little bit about the RE9 from me and Lucy. Does anyone want to say anything else about the RE9 products, or share anything, or any tips, any personal experiences, anything at all anyone wants to share about the RE9 range? No one wants to share anything at all about the RE9 range. I'm surprised. Someone normally wants to say something. Lucy, did you want to add anything about the RE9?
Just that it's fantastic, and the technology is just amazing, and it does work. Yeah, it's brilliant.
It absolutely does. And one thing I will say about the RE9 range is don't give it to somebody if they've had no experience of Arbonne products, because Arbonne products are designed to pH correct the skin. So most people are using products, me included, before Arbonne, that are too acidic or even too alkaline, so too far off. So I was using products that made my skin quite acidic, and I kept using the same products because the idea of making them too far off the pH scale from companies is so you keep rebuying it. They're quite sneaky. They want you to keep rebuying. So they keep causing problems, so you keep rebuying, and you think, oh, I don't want to dare try anything else. So what Arbonne products do is they sort your skin out. You know, everybody knows that Arbonne aren't selling products for profit. They're doing it to help people. So the first thing they do is pH correct the skin. So I went from using shop bought products to RE9, and my skin had what everybody would call a reaction. It wasn't a reaction, it was just that my skin was pH correcting, so it brought all the toxins out. It literally went into my skin and dragged out all the crap, all the crud, all the toxins. So my first reaction when I looked in the mirror was, oh my God, I'm having a reaction. Like, I've got spots, I've got breakouts, it's red. It wasn't, it was just that they were doing what they should be doing. And I say this to clients now, I say the idea is that it's going to go into your skin and draw out the crap, and you're going to get breakouts, you're going to get redness, it's going to be activating, it's going to be making your skin go back to the pH level that it should be. So it's great if you start to see things going on, so that they're not worried if they see a breakout. But I wouldn't introduce somebody straight onto the RE9. I'd start them off on the Calm range or the FC5 range. Or if they're absolutely adamant that they want to use the anti-aging range, I would say to them, okay, what I would suggest then is you don't use the whole range straight away. Start off with the cleanser and the moisturizer for a few days. Then introduce the toner for a few days. Then introduce the serum, and just gradually build them up that way. So it's not so much of a shock to the system, because it is going to take it back to the pH level. I definitely wouldn't give the RE9 range to anybody under 25, because they don't need it. They don't need such active ingredients on their skin. Their collagen is still really bouncy. So think of a mattress and the springs in a mattress. Anybody under 25 has really bouncy skin, which is great. So when they pull their skin, it bounces back. It's lovely. When you get to 25 roughly over, that's when our skin stops being bouncy. So again, think of a bed, think of the springs not being as bouncy anymore. And so when we pinch our skin, it takes like a little bit of time to go back to where it was. Like, you can usually see that on your hand. It usually takes a little bit longer to go back. So the RE9 range starts bringing that bounce back into it. So anybody under 25, they don't need it. It's a waste of money for them. They really don't need it. So anybody from about 25 upwards, and they say that RE9 turns back the clock, which it does. Whereas FC5 is, it kind of stops the clock, so to speak. So anybody from 25 under really wants FC5 or Calm, or even the Acne range, which is Clear Future. I'm just reading the chat. Amanda, yeah, that's fine. Amanda's just said, I didn't know that about not being a first product to try. Thank you, you're welcome. You're welcome. I know that from personal experience. It was one of the first things I tried, and I was like, oh my God, like, it is really, really active, which is great. It's great that we've got a really active product. But for some people, especially if they don't know, it can be a bit of a shock, because like anything, if you suddenly have a breakout, you'd be like, but for me, I knew it was normal, so I wasn't really too shocked. So it depends on who you're chatting to and what their expectations are. So yeah, it's just, I suppose we are consultant. So it's consulting with that person and making them aware and saying, you know, this anti-aging range, it is incredibly active, which it is, we know it is. So make them aware, you know, if you're going to use this and you're used to using something that isn't Arbonne and is from a shop, then you're going to see a massive change. And it's a bit like a smoker all of a sudden stopping smoking. You know, it's great, but they're going to have a breakout, they're going to get headaches, and it's getting all the toxins out of their body. So it's just preparing somebody for that, because the RE9 is literally going to dig deep and grab all the toxins out. So yeah, so that's a bit about the RE9. Okay, so I don't think there's anything else to add really about it. I'm just checking the catalogue. Oh, there is an RE9 for men as well, which we haven't touched on. So a lot of shop products are really sneaky. They make the same product line, but they package one in women's packaging and they package the other men's packaging, but it's exactly the same product, but one's packaged for women and one's packaged for men. The only problem is men have different skin to us, because men have obviously got hair follicles for growing facial hair. Their skin's tougher and more coarse, so using a woman's product on man's skin is not going to give them the best results. So Arbonne designed specifically men's range products, which most of the companies don't do. There aren't many companies that actually make specific men's range products. They're just women's products packaged in men's packaging, which is absolutely ridiculous. And if you want any proof of that and you're not using Arbonne products yourself or your spouse, go to the bathroom and check the ingredients of your products versus your man's products. They'll pretty much be identical, especially if they're from the same brand. If they're from the same brand, they'll be identical, which is daft because men's skin is totally different to women. So that's just another little top tip for you. Oh, last year Arbonne brought out a new RE9 line, the RE9 Advanced, because they found that the red RE9 products are so good that everybody is looking so much younger for longer, and women are getting to like older ages and they're using this, but they just need more, because these are so good, they're doing the job, but then they're getting older and then they're like, well, we just need more. We need more elasticity, more firmness. So they brought out the blue RE9 Advanced. So far, they've got face cream and eye cream, and it is very advanced. I use the eye cream and I use it with my Genius Ultra, and it literally tightens and lifts everything. So that's really great as well. That's just to give somebody if they want more, basically. So you can buy the whole RE9 set individually, or you can buy it as a whole set. And for a preferred client, if they buy the whole RE9 set and the Genius pads, they get 40% off, which is fabulous. So that's really, really great. So a lot of people tend to buy that because it's a really, really great price. I'll just see if there's anything else. You don't want to give the RE9 set to anybody that is allergic to oranges, because it is absolutely jam-packed full of oranges. So always check if they're allergic to any fruits or vegetables or plants or herbs or botanicals, because our products are made from food-grade ingredients like herbs, plants, sea botanicals, fruits and vegetables. It's fabulous, but sometimes people are allergic to food. So kiwis and strawberries are things that I hear a lot of, tomatoes, occasionally oranges, but not very often. So always just double check if they are allergic to anything. And if they say, I am allergic to oranges, but I really want to use your products, get them to do a patch test. So you can skin patch test it on the inside of the arm. That's quite sensitive, on here or on the neck or behind the ear. So just get them to put a little bit of the product on and just wait a few minutes, or even 24 hours would be better, so that they can just patch test it like you would if you were going to have your hair dyed at the hair salon. So that's a bit about that. I think that's everything really about the RE9 that I can think of. So I'll stop the recording and just say thank you so much, Lucy, for your training. It was brilliant, well put together, and I loved how you did it in depth as well. It was really great to hear all the details about everything. So thank you very much. I'm just going to stop the recording.